Zephaniah, and I'm the Good day, everybody. I'm Zephaniah by name. I'm the privileged founder of Architecture Influencer, and I am known to be the Grand Commander of the Order of Architecture. That's the title I found for myself. But tonight we are going to be talking on this important topic: how your home and office arrangement supports your neck pain. How your home and office arrangement supports your neck pain. So neck pain and back injuries can be categorized into accidental or non-accidental injuries. So, and as we know, a lot of people have generated a lot of issues for themselves as a result of some of the activities, some of the things they do, some of the ways they sit down at home and at work. Some of them has generated a lot of issues for themselves as a result of things they carry, things they back at their back. So, but we are not going to dwell much on that tonight. We are going to be discussing the architectural ways in which you can use to restore wellness to your back. Couple of days ago, we unveiled the Archimedes, and one of the function or the usefulness of Archimedes is to do therapeutic things like this, to restore wellness to the body, to restore wellness to human beings, to restore wellness to the life of people that needs it. So at times I've come to look at it that most of what we do, most of activities, people have it has so much made people to start relying on drugs, and you observe that those drugs are not going to really heal people up from those problems, like the issue of back pain, like the issue of neck pain. Those stuff will not, the drugs will not even will not take away the pain. It will only alleviate it. You make it to live. It will make the pain to reduce at some point, and later on the pain sets in again and it begins to give you a lot of issue. So today I'm here to just tell you the architectural ways in which you can use to stop all these pains so that you'll be able to enjoy yourself and enjoy your life too. So, how your home and office arrangement support your neck pain, or let us call it this way: how your office and home setup supports your neck pain. So it is because of the setup you have in your offices, it is because of the setup you have in your workplaces, it is because of the setup of your workstation and the setup of your room, your home, that has been one of the major cause or the major causative factor of all this back pain and neck ache. So tonight, let us kickstart the event, and because I know it's going to correct a lot of abnormalities that people have been having. It's going to correct a lot of pains, a lot of issue people have been going through, and maybe some have even been going through all this stuff for decades now. But tonight, this is going to take away all the issues we have been having. Neck and back injuries can be categorized into either accidental or non-accidental injuries. So, and one of the ways you observe that, you observe this, that the people that used to have this issue are people that do sedimentary jobs, that do sedentary jobs rather. So sedentary jobs may put workers at an increased risk of back pains, because they are going to have long hours at work sitting down, and most of the time you observe that all these long hours of sitting used to later generate poor posture, because many people are not that disciplined to the extent that they will know when they are deviating, when they are not sitting properly, when they need to adjust their posture. So, but they begin to just observe that they are having frequent pain. They begin to wonder, is it because of what I'm eating? Is it because of age? Is it because of aging effect or the like? Most of these things are not because of what you are eating, neither is it because of aging. It is because of poor posture. It is because of sitting for long. So, as a sedentary worker, you don't develop back pain and neck pain in a day. It is developed through compound effect. It is a compounded effect that is taking place. So it is day in, day out activities that has been boiling back, and you are having issues of back pain and of neck pain. So people who sit most of the day, such as those who works on the computer, those who attends to memos, those who sit in the office, prepare document like typists, people who work in the artificial intelligence unit and the like. So while they are sitting on an office chair for long, they are always having the risk. They are always going through the risk of all these back pains and neck pain. So they are always at the risk of non-accidental back injury. There are two ways you can have all this injury. It's either by accidental means or by non-accidental means. So people who sit most of the day, they sit for hours, they sit for long period of time. They are the one that used to have all these kind of issues worrying them at the long run. So today I will tell you how you can reverse engineer those back pains without drug intake. So, but I want you to note this: if you have issues of severe pain, if you have issues of ache, if you have issues of serious ache, maybe caused by accident or that has been deteriorating, you have to see a doctor. Even when you are experiencing frequent numbness or carpal tunnel syndrome, so that is the tingling in the arm and hand caused by pinched nerve in the wrist. So those are the things these conditions you need to see the doctor for it. So that you can get medical attention. But if it has not so much degenerated to all these levels, it is not caused by accident, and it has not degenerated to the level of maybe you're having this unstable, you are not balanced again, your posture is not balanced, you have to see a doctor, you have to see a physiotherapist. And even if you observe that you're having a frequent numbness, you have to see a doctor, because it's something that needs medical attention. So if it has not degenerated to this level, I will ask you this evening to tune in, to listen up, so that you know what you need to do. So one of the things that are causing this issue is because of the position of your screen. The position of your screen has a major impact. It has a major effect it plays your on your back and your neck. So the position of your TV is one. You begin to imagine how people behaves at time. You begin to wonder why people are going through all these pains, because you look at someone His TV is at this direction. His chair is seated this way to the right. His TV is facing the left. It will be on the chair like this and returning his neck to watch the TV. So there's no how you want to do that. You're going to be damaging your spine, you're going to be damaging your neck, and it's going to be hurting you because you have not positioned your screen, your TV, or your computer in the place it ought to be positioned. Another thing people don't used to pay attention to is the depth of their chair. The depth of your chair will determine how well you enjoy your back, your spine, most importantly. And when you are not enjoying your spine, you are not enjoying your spine. Most often, your neck as well is at risk because your shoulder as well is not going to be in the right position. So another thing you need to look at is the height of the chair. If you observe that you are sitting on a chair and part of your back is floating in the air, the back, it has like you see some furniture, people that are working for hours, working 6 hours, you're on the seat, on the position, working 6 hours, it's going to give you a lot of issue because your back is floating, the major part of your back is floating. You just have a little section of your back relaxed on the chair. It's going to give you issues, it's going to give you pain. So one of the things you just need to look at is the height of your chair. Another thing is the design of the chair. You observe the chair I'm sitting on is an ergonomic chair. It's a purpose-built chair. It's designed for activities like this. It's designed for long hour work. It's designed with lumbars and the likes for it to guide the back, for it to have good effect on the back. So you observe that it has been designed for this purpose. It has been designed specially to suit the purposes of what we are discussing this evening. So another thing you need to observe is the placement of your keyboard at work. The placement of your keyboard. Some people place their keyboard so far away from them on the workstation, and it's going to be giving them issues because when your hand is not at 90 degrees to the desk, it means you are having an impact on your shoulder, and your shoulder is very close to your neck. So there's tendency that because it is far away from you, you are going to be slumping down your head like this in this direction to press it, and it's going to be adding up, piling up, like it's a compound effect. It's going to be coming on gradually to affect your spine and your back. So another thing is the sleeping and sitting postures. The way people sit down, the way people sleep, because you observe people sleep and they have void between their mattresses and their back. If you have an hollow space between your mattresses and your back, it's an issue already. It's something that is going to damage your spine. It's going to give you issue. The type of pillows you use, some people will say I love the hard one. Some people will say I love the soft one. So you know the one that is best fit for you. Observe the one I use this one today and it's causing me pain. I use this one today, it's not causing me pain. Look at those stuffs so that you'll be able to determine what you need to do in that regard. And one of the major issue, the major causative factor of the neck and the back pain that people usually complain of most of the time is over sitting, which I liken to be sitting disease. If you are sitting down for too long, it's certain you're going to have issues of numbness. You're going to have issues of muscle cramps, digestive issues, coldness in the arms and feet. So those are the things you are going to experience. So if you are sitting down for too long, the blood is not going to be circulating because you are sitting down for too long. It will reduce the blood circulation to some part of your body. So, and if those places are not receiving the circulation of blood, it's certain you experience numbness. So when you have numbness, it means you're going to be feeling somehow, like they used to call it some funny names here, which I don't want to mention. So, but it's something that is going to be giving you, it's going to be causing numbness to you, and you're not going to like it that way. So how do you correct all this issue? How do you correct all this issue of back pain? How do you take away or correct or stop the issue of back pain? One of the first thing you need to do is practice good posture. When you practice good posture, when sitting at your workstation, when sitting at your office desk, you ensure that your feet is flat on the floor and you keep your back. Look at the way I'm sitting down. I'm putting my back, so I'm making it so attached to the chair. Though it's an ergonomic chair, I'm supposed to ensure that my back is attached, like is flushing against the chair, is flushing totally to the chair. I don't have any hollow. I have my back attached to the chair as if I'm gluing the back to the chair. That's how you should sit down. So your head should be in a neutral position. So with the ears directly above your shoulders. If you look at your ear, what I did some hours ago is to measure my ear down like this, is to transfer it this way to see if it's sitting on my shoulder. If it's not sitting on my shoulder, it means there's something wrong. I have to adjust there so that it will be sitting directly to on my above my shoulder. So I allow your thigh. This is your thigh. Your thigh, you know your thigh. Let it be facing downward a little, slightly downward. So those are the best positions to sit down. Why are you allowing your thigh to face downward slightly? It's because it's going to distribute your weight. Sitting that way will make your weight distributed on that chair you are sitting down. So another thing you need to do is to adjust the monitor height and the keyboard placement. The monitor height. On the desk, you're going to having a screen, you're going to be having a monitor or a laptop, a computer that you're working with. So how do you position this thing? So you position it directly in front of you with the center of the screen. If you want to do this thing, when you have not switch on your TV, you have not switch on your computer, you see that it can work like a mirror. So look at the position of your nose. Is my nose positioned at the center of this screen? Those are the things you need to observe and avoid the placement of your monitor. If you see that your monitor is seeming low on your desk, you can just put something under it to increase the height, to improve the height, so that your head will be in equilibrium with the height of the screen. So those are the things you need to do. And let me give you this formula. One of the things you need to do to avoid all these back pain most of the time, is to stand more. The longer you sit, the harder is it for you to have good posture. If you sit too often, you sit too much, you may not be that disciplined to be able to observe your postures. So it is something you need to pay attention to. You don't want to be having back issues when you begin to get to the age of 50. You have to go through surgical operations to correct your spine and the likes. So you have to pay attention to your back, you have to pay attention to your neck, so that it will not give you issues in the nearest future, in the nearest possible time. So let me tell you this story today. Couple of years ago, when I was in the architectural school, because of the type of furnitures we use at that time, it gave me a little, or let me say, it gave me some postures that I had to live with for long. And at one point, because I've been used to that posture, it has been the way I've been nurturing that bad posture. I've been used to it, I've been accustomed to it. So it got to a point my system could no longer take that. So it was generating me, it was giving me a lot of pains, it was giving me a lot of issue, and I was like going for therapies. Like I was going to my physio, I was doing a lot of massage, aromatherapy massage, a lot of those kind of massage, deep tissue, and the likes. So I observe immediately I'm done with the massage, I'll have comfort, I'll have relief. Whether I use drugs, I'm going to be relieved for a moment. I know when I go back to those activities, my posture is the one that is wrong. It is not that I have something disturbing me internally. It is because of the way I'm sitting down. It is because of the way I'm positioned on my workstation, on my chair, even at home. It's because of the way I sit down. So I notice when I use those drugs, they work for a moment. Later, the pains begin again. So I just thought of it, an idea came to me, which bet the use of this chair. That was the origin of the chair. I had to look for the chair. It took me time. Did a lot of browsing. I did a lot of searching for it so that I'll be able to get the one that suits me. Because I can't really tell you there is a best type of ergonomic chair you need to use, but you have to understand the one that best, like your best fit, the one that will work best for you. So that was why I looked for something like this, though it was a bit expensive that time. But ever since then, if I'm having any issue of back pain, I know I'm not sitting properly. So what I do is I come to sit down on this chair, do activities on it. I know within a short frame of time, it's going to be corrected, and I'm going to enjoy my back again. So these are the things you need to know too. It is not drug. Neither is it because of aging effect or the likes. It is because of your posture. It is not because it's not necessarily what you eat. It's not necessarily because of aging. It is because of your bad posture. So how do you correct these things? Sitting too much has a lot of high tendency of giving you a bad posture. So how do you do this? You observe. I want you to include this in your schedule every day. If you observe you are someone that sit down for 6 hours, try to ensure within the 6 hours frame. I don't know how you are going to do it. You can spread the time. Ensure out of 6 hours you are working, you spend 1 hour standing up. How can you achieve this? One of the popular options you can use is to have a standing desk, or you buy an adjustable desk. So I'll drop the link of these things in the video in the description section so that you can easily find those things online. You can purchase them and buy so that it will be easy for you and you'll not be able to have all these issues of back pain and the like. You can always get an adjustable chair that will be able to solve some of this problem. So another thing you need to do is to walk around, spend a lot of time walking, spend a little time walking rather. It's not about sitting all the time, because if you are sitting all the time you have high tendencies of having back pain, of having neck pains, and all these shoulder blades pain too. So you can time yourself. Let me give you this formula. If you walk 60 minutes, if you walk for 1 hour, spend 10 minutes on your feet. After 1 hour, stand up, walk around, let blood flows to some organs, to some part of your body that has not been flowing because of too much sitting. Walk around, stand up from that position, 10 minutes, walk around, come back, continue your walk. After 1 hour again, stand up, 10 minutes, practice the exercise, walk around, exercise your body. You can bend, you can stretch. Nobody is going to tell you to do something that is going to damage your health. Nobody is going to advise you to continue sitting down at the expense of your back, at the expense of your spine. So if you can walk for 1 hour, I think it's fine. You could stretch yourself also for 10 minutes, which I don't see as too much or too expensive, or I don't see as a luxury. So that you will be able to walk more, because if you damage your spine and your neck, you won't be able to walk again. So for you to be able to walk for long, for you to be able to get yourself a lot of finance, I advise after 60 minutes of sitting down, it's advisable you stand up for 10 minutes, walk around, do some exercise within 10 minutes, and get back to work. So that 10 minutes will not kill you. That 10 minutes will not stop your salary, it will not stop your wages. So note that, put that at the back of your mind, and be ready to practice it. Another thing I want to tell you is choose an ergonomic chair that will lower the risk of your back injuries. When it comes to choosing an ergonomic chair, there's no chair or there's no brand of chair I can tell you that is the best at the moment, because if I'm going to be talking about one now, uh, it won't, the policies of this environment of our media space may not support that presently. So let me just tell you this: look for a chair that I know it's best fit for you. It's not all ergonomic chair that you can use to. It is not every chair they call ergonomic chair that is your best fit. Look for the one that is best fit for you. Use it and be able to enjoy your spine. So another thing you need to do is to choose a good lumbar support. This is a lumbar support. Like I have one here. This is it. You can have it at your back. You can use it. You can use it at your back. It's going to be something like that is going to correct your spine. It's going to be helping you to adjust properly. If it has entered into you for long, you see it's foldable. It's something that when you put your back, it can squeeze, it can press. And if you don't have something like this, you don't have access to something like this. This is one on my neck, this is for my back. What do you need to do? Just get a towel that is thick enough, roll it up, wind it up together, ensure that it's thick enough, place it at your back, place it maybe at your neck, so that you'll be able to enjoy good comfort in those regions. So I wish you an excellent compliance. If you comply, I believe it's going to alleviate those pain. It's going to take away those pain, and shortly you get over it, and you enjoy your back, you enjoy your neck, you enjoy your spine, you enjoy your shoulders, so that you'll be able to play some games that it has not, the back pains and the neck pains has not been allowing you to play. So let us do a quick review of what we are today. If you have been following me, you observe I've talked about sitting postures, I've talked about the height of the TV, of your system, of your computers, of your laptop, and the height of your chair, the depth of your chairs, and the like. Those are the stuff I've talked about. So I'm encouraging you, for the sake of your health, for the sake of your posture, for the sake of your spine, for the sake of your neck, it's advisable you adhere to all these instructions, you follow these recommendations. It's going to be good for you. It's going to be something you're going to enjoy at the long run. So I enjoy you to practice it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Zephaniah Oladeji by name. I'm the Grand Commander of the Order of Architecture, and this is one of the Archimedes series. And what is Archimedes is the use of architecture to restore wellness to the body. It's the use of architecture to calibrate the brain to respond to certain stimulus. So we are using architecture as a therapeutic function. We are leveraging on the therapeutic function of architecture that many people does not know exists, as many people are not aware that it's something that can be achieved, it's something that is achievable. So we are leveraging on these things so that we will be able to enjoy it. So very soon again, I'll be talking about how to choose the kind of ergonomic chair that will be useful for you. It's not every ergonomic chair that is going to be useful for you. So very soon I'll be talking on how to choose those chairs that you'll be using to sit down, how to choose those furnitures you need to sit down, how to choose your furnitures at home, how to choose your dining set and the likes. Because at times some people are older than some of those things. Their age, their weight, their height, their body structure will not conform, will not suit what they are sitting on. So those are the things you need to understand, so that you're not be giving yourself a lot of health challenges that is not going to help you, and is not going to help people around you. Because if you are sick, people around you as well will be feeling it. People around you as well will not enjoy themselves. So very soon again, I'll be talking about how you can actually improve your health around your homes. How you can improve your health around your home, the use of how you can use leverage on the power of good ventilation for you to be able to elongate your life. Because many people are denying themselves of oxygen and are consuming a lot of carbon dioxide, which is not good for them. And if you are consuming a lot of carbon dioxide, you are not different from a smoker. So it is similar, and you are giving yourself a lot of issue. It's taking in heat. You are also consuming a lot of heat in the environment. So because of our time this evening, if you have any question, you can drop your questions in the comment. I'll be responding to it. But for the sake of urgency, you can send your questions to architectureinfluencer@gmail.com. I'll respond to that on time, because I check my mail time to time. So do that for me. I'll see you again in another video. Thank you for watching. I am Zephaniah Oladeji, the Grand Commander of the Order of Architecture. I wish you a great night. See you in the next video. Thank you.